Everyone. So basically what we were doing in this book, your total English book, that we were discussing one chapter, and then that chapters, whatever exercises and sample question papers were there, we used to solve that. Now the last class I could not take, which will be rescheduled very soon, and before that class we had completed subject verb agreement, and also in chapter 3, that is the tenses and their use, there we had only done the model question paper, which is given the model question set number 3. That one is done, but this chapter discussion we did not do. Okay, so what actually comes here is that the tenses, and so to show the only the present tenses come here. So you know these we have done earlier also. So tenses, and then here comes only the present one. So the 4 present tenses we shall be discussing very simply, in very brief we shall be discussing these. So first one is simple present. First one is simple present, then present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. So these we shall be doing today. So what is given here in simple present in your book, page number 49, to express the universal truths. This is a very known that you know everything. So universal truth. First one is universal truth. That means which is true now, which was true in the past, and which will remain true in the future. Like the sun rises in the east, mosquitoes cause malaria. Now here, then to express the habitual action, cats drink milk. To express actions that in the immediate present, here comes the leader. See how it looks. I agree with you. I rely on your support. So all these are the immediate present. So we shall be using simple present tense to indicate the present period. My brother works in a factory. To express a future fixed action, the school holidays begin in the next week. The math starts at 5 p.m. To show the ownership, the car belongs to Mr. Gupta. With the verb perception, she here smell taste. So the rose smells sweet. In dramatic narrative, in conditional clause, if he works hard, he will succeed. Conditional clause. In time clauses, when you reach Chennai, I shall meet you. I will stay there till you come back. In scientific fact, water freezes at 0 degree centigrade. So these are the uses, and all these you know. Universal truth, scientific fact, universal truth, scientific fact, then conditional truth, then something which will happen in near future, near present, something which will happen in near present. All these we use simple present. Okay. Now one thing you will have to remember here while doing this simple present tense is that if the subject is third person singular number, then after verb s or es comes if this is third person and singular number. This is third person and singular number. Remember, both the criteria should be fulfilled at the means at once. It should fulfill both the criteria. Then only there will come s or es. I am going very rapidly, very fast, because all these rules you know. Present continuous is action in progress at the time of the speaking. So in present continuous, what happens in present continuous? When the speaker is reporting and the work is happening. Speaker is reporting and work is happening at the same time. That means I'm telling that you are listening to the video. You are listening to the video. When I'm telling you are listening to the video, at that moment only you are doing this. So parallelly both the actions are taking place. The speaker's reporting and the action which is going on. Okay. Next one rule is temporary situation. What is he doing this time? He is teaching English in Pune University. Okay, planned future action, which is planned. We are going to go Kolkata. We are going to go Kolkata tomorrow. I'm meeting my uncle tomorrow. He is then repeated action. He is always insisting on regularity. She is always helping the poor. So this is again repeated action. Okay, so all these are the rules of present continuous tense. Now present continuous tense, subject plus am is are, anyone plus verb ing. Now if the subject is singular, if it is I, then am will be used. If it is singular, then is will be used. If it is plural, then are will be used. Okay, so these are the rules of present continuous. Then present perfect, to describe an action of the events beginning in the past and continuing up to the present moment. Present perfect tense with an adverbial phrase suggests the event taking place up to the present. I have read 50 pages so far. Have you ever seen a zebra? So then comes expresses a past action. The result is still there. I have known him for 10 years. Then next one which is there, this is not present perfect actually, which the example is given here, that he has been ill since last Sunday. It comes under present perfect continuous tense, which shall be going to present perfect continuous tense. Now here what comes, the rule is subject plus has or have, subject plus has or have, plus perfect present perfect form. Perfect form means the past participle form. Okay, perfect form means the past participle form or the third form. Okay, then comes present perfect continuous tense. This is important. Present perfect continuous tense. The action has started earlier. The action has started earlier, but is still going on. The action has started here, but is still going on in the present. Okay, he has been studying since 4 a.m. He has been studying since 4 a.m. Now rule, subject plus has been or have been, as per the subject, has been or have been will be used, plus verb ing, plus since or for. Okay, since or for. Since is the point of time and for is the period of time. Okay, so these are used here. Okay, now here you can see the assignment is given and we have done this question set number 3. So assignment, very simple one is given. You have to use either present simple present or present continuous. When you dash to Delhi, when you come to Delhi, I shall see you. The farmer always dash in his field. The farmer always works in his field. Look, someone is knocking at the door. Someone is knocking at the door. So this way you can do all this. If you cannot, you ask me in your live class. Then comes your assignment in page number 53. I supply the present perfect tense or the present perfect continuous tense. I dash all your letters. Please take them. I have brought all your letters. Please take them. Ava dash your letters since morning. Ava has been typing your letters since morning. Ava has been typing your letters since morning. I dash stamps ever since I joined in this school. I have been collecting. Okay, so this way you can do all these. I know you can do, so I'm not going for all these. Now here is organizing for a planning. So how to write following the logical orders, a good composition. Where you write a composition, how to plan, all these things are said, but you follow whatever was discussed during your composition class. Okay, now coming to the next chapter, which is tenses and their uses, and here we shall be seeing the past tenses. Earlier we have seen here the present tenses. Now we shall be seeing the past tenses. Okay, so past, simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Okay. So we shall be doing here. We shall be doing simple past, past continuous, NUOUS, then past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Okay, so here you will be doing past one is simple past, a work which is completed in past. So the work which is completed, completed in past, that is simple past, work which is completed in past. Next one is which may have happened recently or which may have happened in the distant past. When a time of reference is given or when the time reference must be understood from the context. He finished his work yesterday. So all these comes under this one, when the work is completed. The immediate past, who left the door open. Immediate past, just now somebody left the door open. So immediate past. Immediate past. Next one is past habits. He drank 10 cups of coffee a day till last month. This is past habit. Past habit. Okay. Next one. Now here, what is the rule? What is the structure? Subject plus past form of the verb or the second form, and then the object or whatever part is there. So subject and then the second form of the verb. Okay. Now coming to past continuous. Past continuous action which was going on for some time in the past. The action of the work which was going on for some time in the past. The work which went on for some time. The work which went on for some time in the past. Now here what you will be seeing, parallel action. While I was moving the lawns, my mother was cooking dinner. Repeated action. When Sam worked here, he was always making mistakes. Polite inquiries. I was wondering if you could give me a lift. I was wondering. So polite inquiry also we use this. An alternative to simple past, that also we use sometimes. I was walking with the dog this morning. Now here subject plus was or were plus verb ing. Now here you can see if the subject is singular, was will be used. If the subject is singular, was will be used. If the subject is plural, were will be used. Okay. Now past perfect tense, to refer to the earlier past. Okay, now here is one rule of past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, among two words of past, the work which happened first is past perfect. The work which happened first is past perfect. The work which happened second is simple past. Okay, so the example, the very famous example goes, the patient had died before the doctor came. The patient had died before the doctor came. Here you can see that past perfect, the patient had died and then the doctor came will be simple past. So past perfect, what is the structure? Subject plus had plus V3 or the past participle. Okay, past participle or the third form of the verb. Okay, now past perfect continuous. Past perfect tense, to refer to an earlier past. Past equivalent or to the present tense. Mary is excited because she has never been to a dance before. Mary was excited because he had never been to the dance before. Unfulfilled hopes. I had hoped to send a letter to him, but I could not send it. Okay. Next one, past perfect continuous. Action in the progress throughout the period. She was very tired. She had been typing all the day. Repeated action. I was annoyed. Ramesh had been speaking to me every day for a week. Drawing conclusion. Her eyes were red. It was obvious she had been crying. So past action which started earlier but still went on for some time will be past perfect continuous. Okay. then simple future, and then future continuous and future perfect continuous. Future perfect and future perfect continuous. We shall be doing it. Now the future tenses, we shall be doing very quickly. The future tenses, simple future, or we say future indefinite, and then future continuous, and then future perfect, and then future perfect continuous. So these are what you are having in future tense. Future perfect and future perfect continuous. Now simple future, predictions of the event. When we simply predict about future, we use simple future tense. Like I shall do this, you shall do this, he shall be happy, they will be happy, like this. Will in the formal style of the scheduled events. The wedding will take place at St. Joseph on 29th June. Will and shall, I hope she will get the job soon. So all these future predictions we use this simple future. For future prediction we use simple future. Now here you should know one thing, that we use subject plus shall or will, and then the main form of the verb, or the first form, or we say the first form. Now here you should know that earlier we used to use shall for I, they, this way. There were some limitations for using shall and some limitations for using will. But nowadays there is no such particular rule. We can use shall in the place of will, and we can use will in the place of shall. Okay. Now future continuous means the work will go on for some time in future. The work will go on for some time in future. Actions in progress in future. Our guests will be arriving at any time from now. Then arrangements and plans. We will be reaching Delhi on Monday. They will be spending the summer in Shimla. Now future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will have ended by a particular time. By a specific time, or by a particular time, the work will be ended. The work will be ended by a particular time. Okay. Next one, then we will be using future perfect. Now here future continuous, what is the rule? Subject plus shall be or will be plus verb ing. Now here subject plus shall have or will have plus third form of the verb. Okay. Now future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action that will be in progress at or around some time. I shall have been writing for half an hour when this lesson ends. Okay, so this way you can do future perfect continuous, subject plus shall have been or will have been and verb ing. Okay, next one is the assignment which is given, is that correct form of the words which is given. My aunt dash to India next month. My aunt will come. He dash loudly when I got up this morning. He shouted loudly, you can do, or he was shouting loudly also, we can do. I dashed to his house several times. I went to his house several times. So this way we can do all this. You just try to solve this out. If you cannot, you ask me in the live class. These are the simple one. I will not be doing this here. So what we will do now is that your question set number 4, question set number 4, which is there in page number 78. So all of you open page number 78 and go to question number 5, which is fill in each numbered blanks with the correct form of the words given in the brackets. So first, this one is a very funny story which is given. The story is like the ruler, he was having the silver jubilee of his kingdom, or you can say of his ruling period. Now everybody decided that they will be gift him with the best quality of the wine. Okay, now first one, the ruler was about to celebrate the silver jubilee of his reign, and his subject met to discuss what they could do to please him. Let us shade one, number 1, 5 number 1, question number 5 1 will be shade. Shade 1. Let us shade up a great wine cask and fill it with the best wine our country has produced. Our country has produced. Okay. And number 3, for him to drink with his guest at the celebration. Number 3, celebration. Okay. Then of the paste, this plan was approved. Number 4, this plan was approved. This plan was approved. Next one, the subjects agreed that each of them should bring a bottle of the best wine he had and pour it into the cask until it was full. So it was done, and on the day of the feast, the servants were busy drawing wine. Number 5, busy drawing, or in drawing also you can do, but drawing will serve the purpose. Drawing wine, or to draw wine also you can do, to draw wine from the great tub, and also were busy to also you can use here, to draw wine you can use, but this one you can use appropriately. And dash find to their surprise, and found to their surprise, number 6, and found to their surprise that it was colorless like water. They tested it, it was water. This had happened because each of the men thought, number 7, each of the men thought, or had thought you can also do, each of the men thought, in the great cask no one will notice. Number 8, will notice, no one will notice if I put it only water instead of wine. Then number B, our local market was burned. Number B. Number 5A, this one is number 5A. Number 5B, our local market was burnt down. Number B1, 2. He has embarked on a new business. Number 2. Number 3, do not quarrel your friend over a trifle. Number 3, do not quarrel your friend over a trifle. Number 4, he placed a blanket dash her body. He placed a blanket on her body. Next one, you can park your car on either side. Number 5, on either side. Next one, I see no difference between. Number 6, between. Here also you can use at. You can park your car at either side of the road or on either side of the road. Next one, next month we are moving to a new flat. Number 7, 2. Next one, number 8, India condemned the bombing as a crime against humanity. Number 8 is against. So these are the answers that you can do. Now number C, Question number C. Number C, which are given. The light was very dim. I could not read the newspaper. The light was very dim. I could not read the newspaper. I could not read the newspaper as the light was very dim. Next one. The banks are not open today. The schools are not open today. Number two, neither the banks nor the school, neither the bank nor the school, neither the banks nor the schools are open today. Okay, this is number 2. Number 3, the Tom is extremely intelligent. I have never met a more intelligent boy. I have never met a more intelligent boy than Tom. So I am not writing I have never met a more intelligent boy. Then I have never met a more intelligent boy than Tom. Next one, the door of the temple is not very broad. An elephant cannot go through it. The door of the temple is not very broad for an elephant to go through it. The door of the temple was not very broad for an elephant to go through it. Okay, so these are what you can write. Now number D, Hina is not the fastest runner in the school. Next one comes number D. Okay, number D, I shall not be doing all those. Few I will be telling. Hina is not the fastest runner in the school. So some students or some runners are faster than Hina. Some runners are faster. Some runners in the school are faster than Hina. I am not writing some runners in the school are faster than Hina. Next one, he should take care of his brother. His brother should be taken care of. His brother should be taken care of. D2. His brother should be taken care of. His brother should be taken care of. By him is not necessary, so you can write his brother should be taken care of. Who will not help an old man to cross the road? Anybody will help an old man to cross the road. Just notice that road, after road there is a question mark. You should omit the question mark and you should use full stop. He took every care yet he fell ill. In spite of taking every care, number 4, in spite of taking every care, he fell ill. Okay. Next one, the thief saw the policeman and ran away. So you can use no sooner had the thief seen the policeman than than he ran away. Okay. Next one, no one can put up with such an insult. Can anyone put up such an insult? Can anyone put up such an insult? Can anyone put up with such an insult? Question mark. Number 7. The boy was disobedient, so the teacher punished him. The teacher punished the boy for his disobedience. The teacher punished the boy. The teacher punished the boy for his disobedience. Last one. Very few cities are as congested as Kolkata. You have to use most congested. Kolkata is one of the most congested cities. Kolkata is one of the most congested cities. I am not writing this, you just remember Kolkata is one of the most congested cities. So this is what we had today. We have completed this number 4 chapter also, and the question answers. So you just answer these questions which were there in your this assignment part. You just try to find out the answer. If you can write it, fine. If you don't write, then also fine. But you should know these answers. If you cannot, then you ask me in the live class. Have a very nice day. Thank you.